Hi everybody, welcome back to the rack. I've got a couple changes from yesterday's video, today being October 1st, 2022, and the dev, IPAX, one of the devs, responded and clarified a couple things. First thing being that if you want the rack, it is completely free, and if you download it as a free option, you get to keep it, no matter what the future of the rack will become. If it does become a pay to buy game and keep, like most apps. Um, Before it was $15. I don't know what their price point would be. Um, they're calling it a campaign currently, and that suggests to me that it's not going to be forever, but for now and the indeterminate time that they deem the campaign in session, it's free to get, and you will keep it forever. You will never have to pay for it if you get it now. So I encourage you to get it if you want it. Campaign, I don't know if that means that all the cue sticks that you want to acquire are part of that campaign. Campaign usually means there's progressive steps. So I don't know what all campaign is defined as for them. Um, but again, all the cues are normalized, so it's just cosmetic differences. Something that I pointed out yesterday was that I didn't understand how the game determined what cosmetic brand of stick you're using, other than it knows when you want to break, so it automatically puts a break cue in your hand. Case in point. So here's a break cue. Now, you can change it on your own, and I must have done it inadvertently yesterday, not realizing. But when you pull the right thumbstick towards you, this thumbstick, when you pull it towards you, it changes your stick. So for the break cues, you can have the club cue, which is what this was. Um, and here, there are stripes on that. You might be able to see it better than I can. It looks mostly solid to me, but I can barely make out a contrast change there, so I think there is a color change. But there, you cycle through your sticks by pulling the thumbstick towards you. And let's go ahead and get past the break. So now you see it's changed to a cue stick. And same thing, you can cycle through them by pulling the thumbstick down, and there you go. So you can change whichever stick design that you want for your own personal preference. I do like a blonde tip, so I am going to go with this one for the moment. Um, and he did confirm that all the sticks have been, normalized. These changes as far as play go are completely normalized. All this, am I not hitting? No, that's the cue ball. Okay. If you want to jump, if you want to masse, it doesn't matter what play cue you're using. I must not have a line on the ball to go that direction. Let's just go for a different one. So you can jump, you can masse with any of the play cues that you want. So he confirmed that, and that these changes are strictly cosmetic. I've got a cat howling in the background there. Go feed him in a minute. And if you want to get the game, this is the time to do it. So if you want to collect all the sticks and have the options as to which ones you want to play, this is the time to do it. I will say that that is the first time that I have had the ball shoot off like that in a long time, which is interesting. I thought maybe that it was just a bug that had gotten fixed, but I hope it came across on camera how quickly that shot, because I didn't fire it forward that quickly. Interesting. I think it's the first time that I've managed to catch it on camera, so I guess it's good, because I know that it doesn't really show up to the other players when you're playing. So maybe it's lag related, and that is something I had not considered, and I don't know why I didn't consider it, but it does make sense. But even if that is the case, because I have noticed it so seldom the last few times that I've been in. I assume that if there was an optimization issue as far as lag goes, that it has greatly improved, because I haven't had that happen in a long time. So, side note, that's a benefit. I'm kind of glad that that happened on camera. So, if you've been thinking about whether or not you wanted to pick it up, this is the time to get it. It'll be free for you as long as you download it during this quote campaign. Because it's a campaign, I don't know how they define it. Like I said, it could just be getting all the sticks. You know, maybe that's how they're defining what a campaign is that you level up, get experience, and get your play sticks. Each time I have come in to the rack in the last few days, checking out these updates, I have always logged in, and there have been people, I can hear them playing as I log in. So I know that the room is populated, which means that there are, obviously people in the game to play, which is fantastic because a multiplayer game without other people is disappointing, to say the least. So it's good to know that there's people in here, and I've been in at different times of days and find people. So that's also good. And maybe it's because it is free to play that people are checking it out, and foregoing any negative critiques that they may have come across and giving it a shot. When I looked at the leaderboards, it definitely showed that there were people playing in the last week, enough names to fill the board, and they're not empty. So if you're looking to get a game in, this could be the place for you, and you can't beat free. So I appreciate David checking out my video and making the comments that he did to clarify the things that I didn't understand, namely being able to change queue and queue stick design, and that this is not a trial. The free part, the game being free, is not a trial. The benefit of playing in the VIP room is the shared YouTube player, and as I said yesterday, I would love it if there was an AI option, and David, if you're watching, an AI option to play while you're in your VIP room. I think people would come in and practice just against an AI, even if there weren't other people in the room, and it would be just as beneficial, I think, as any tutorial, because it allows you to learn rules of the game, how gameplay switches back and forth, and that kind of thing for anybody who's not familiar with playing pool. So I was going to see if I could finish up this video by finishing a full rack of balls here, and I came close, so I'm dragging it out at the end here with the hopes that I make a nice shot. There we go. Job done. And that's the rack. I appreciate y'all watching, and hope you're going to have a good weekend. And if I don't see you again before then, a happy Halloween. But I'm sure I will. That's a month away, and I'm positive that I'll have something to say before the end of all that. So, thanks very much. Let's see if I can get a nice shot here of the balls on the table. That would be nice. And maybe it'll show up in the thumbnail. Who knows? But this has been the rack, and I've been Zenaxa. And with the update on the updates, there was a small update today, but I haven't seen what it affects. Your guess is as good as mine there. I haven't seen any changes. But obviously it was something. But it was tiny. Whatever it was very small. I will talk to you later. Bye-bye. Stop recording.